Let me show you see the way I hang my bike. I use the Manfrotto auto pole that I've had for years, and I use that since these ceilings are about 12 and a half feet tall. I have to use the extension pole to make it even taller, but then I have a U-hook. Let's see if you can see it. I have a U-hook there, right there, that holds the back of the tire, and then, you know, it's really nice. It gets my bike off the floor and makes it less dirty and much cleaner. It's kind of a nice way to organize your bike if you have an extra Manfrotto, and it just puts up anywhere. I've been using these for years at the studio. I don't know if the mic was all messed up. Interesting. I also got a new light. You see it? Alright, let's get some work done today. Today I've been dealing with a difficult client. Some clients just get the entire process and they understand the process of retouching and sending files to printers and online, and how retouchers and photographers and agents and the entire process works. They have experience, and when people don't have experience, it just messes everything up. It just becomes a chaotic situation. I'm working with a client who the original creative director was hired on a project, and then they kind of didn't get it and they weren't clear in what they wanted. So then the job was kind of scrapped, reshot, and now we're working with a new creative director who isn't a creative director. He's a production person. He's like, I think he's in charge of displays and setting up displays and product placement. And he doesn't understand that there's a process and things need to be done in a certain order, and not everything can be done right away. And if it needs to be done right away, we need to understand that. And there also is prices that you pay. This project has been going on for probably 4 months for 3 or 4 images. That's just ridiculous. We're definitely not getting paid that type of money. But they still just don't get it, and I just told them, you know, they wanted the files today, by the end of the day, and I said, all right, well, if you do that, you're going to have to pay a certain fee for that, even though we've been working on it for months. It's not our fault that you have been delaying it, and I can't just throw all other projects out the window just so that your project can be taken as priority. It's just not the way the world works. Sometimes you have to deal with difficult clients. Not all clients are correct. Not all clients are right. It's not always the customer's always right. Sometimes they don't understand the process, and we all have a process, and we all know. When you're a professional, you understand that it goes from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And you can't leap over steps. You can't just leapfrog the entire chain of command. I don't own the image. I have no rights to the image. I am just a retoucher. And I will do what I'm told, but only when it's directed clearly by the right people who are in command. It's very frustrating sometimes, and clients who don't understand that we're all working together to get the greatest image, and don't understand that there is a chain of command, and that I can't just come up with amazing ideas out of nowhere without any feedback, without any input from the client and creative and photographer. It's a collaborative effort, and when you take out all those pieces, it can deteriorate into chaos, and that's what I'm dealing with. Actually, I'm just waiting for them to respond, but it's just one of those things. I have to say, that was the most exhausting 4-hour billing and paperwork marathon I've ever done. My arm, my elbow. I don't know how people do data entry as a living for 8 hours a day. I can't do it for a few hours. It's just my mind gets so kind of caught up. And it's just one of those things that you have to just focus on, you know, numbers and invoice names and billing information and who's it getting billed to. I'm so exhausted mentally. All right, I'm gonna head home. I'll see you tomorrow. I have like 5 or 6 videos that I've shot and haven't edited yet, so they'll be up late. By the time you'll see this, I hope they'll be up, I think. Just exhausted. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.